Okay, just making sure everything's working okay. So just bear with me for a second. I'm going to be beginning soon. I hope you can hear me all right. I'm not using the mic today. I had some technical difficulties. I think, well, the other episode came through all right. I'll be going back to the mic once I get through some of these technical difficulties, but let me just double check that. Okay, good. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm really excited. This is the second episode of Can Win Sales Podcast. My name is Greg. I work here at the company, and I'm just so thrilled to bring this concept to you today. And I hope, well, first and foremost, I hope you all had a great weekend. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I had. Sometimes it's a little bit tough to get started again on Monday morning, especially if you really took some time off on a Sunday or a Saturday. But and it's okay to ease your way into the day. You don't always have to just attack it crazy. I mean, you want some momentum going, but just remember it is Monday. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter what day it is, but for some people, I get that. Monday can be a struggle. This isn't the topic of the show right now, and I digress. But, I'm just glad to be here. I got my coffee, and I'm ready to go. So anyway, I appreciate I saw I had a new subscriber. That's awesome. Thanks so much for joining. So today I want to explain sort of the concept of a sales funnel. I'm sure you've heard the word before. If you haven't, and you're really, really new to sales, this is something you're definitely going to want to understand and, take note of and really sort of, understand this concept because it's really going to be, I think, instrumental for you to organize your sales process. And sales process is going to be a giant thing. And I might even do like a series on sales process. But this is just one concept of a sales process that I think is really important because it's sort of the start of what you're going to do to start generating sales. If you have, no clients, my button's undone. Pardon me. Yeah, see, it's one of those Mondays actually for me this time. But you have no clients, and you again, this podcast it's going to come a long way, I'm sure. This is episode 2. I just want to get on here and help you with some ideas, and the production will improve as time goes on. I'm sure of it. So anyway, so let's talk about this idea. Where do we put all our new clients? If we have 0 clients, we want to start with, basically I'm going to make a drawing here. I'm going to show you this. Literally a funnel. So it looks like that. And you've heard these things called different things, sales funnel, sales pipeline. I don't really like calling it a pipeline. Not too sure about that, the word pipe, but whatever. Sales funnel. I like to call it a funnel because actually a pipe is usually straight and a funnel is wide at the top, see? And then it starts to narrow itself down more and more until you're left with a point down here at the bottom. I'm sure you've seen those things where you put a coin in and it goes round and round and round and round and down to the bottom. So basically, when you're doing your outgoing calls, your emails, your promotions, whatever you're doing, ads on Facebook, all the clients are going to be going here. They start here at the top, and they're going to go right into this funnel here from all the different places. Facebook, cold calls. Maybe this whole section is cold calls, or whatever it is. Whatever you think, and we'll go through all the different ideas of how to generate leads and things of that nature. But I just want you to sort of understand the basic concept of a funnel. So when these clients are going down this funnel, okay, you're basically taking them on a sales process, and I've heard it described basically as you're getting in a car and your client's getting in with you, and you're behind the steering wheel and you're kind of directing where the client is going. Sometimes you go a little too fast and you have to slow down. Sometimes you're going too slow. Sometimes the car is stopped. So it all just depends. But you're taking your client on a trip and they're following you down this path. So wherever you lead them is where they'll end up. So, but that's basically what this funnel is. So you start here and maybe there's some different layers to it, okay? So new prospects up here. We'll put NP, right? New prospects. And then here I'll put follow-up. So once you've got however your process is, if you send a proposal, or maybe, you've made a call and they said, we'll call you back later. Okay, well, they're in the funnel now, but now comes here's step 1, here's step 2, and we'll call this step 3. Follow up. Ooh, F you, that doesn't look good. Follow up. You ever heard the term fortune is in the follow-up? Well, it very much is. It very much is. And it really comes down to following up is so key, because if you ignore your customers, they will go away. Poof, they'll be gone. And, it's going to take fanatical prospecting, like James Blunt says, to get people in here. But once you've got them in the funnel, now it's your job to make sure they don't have any questions, new ideas, if there's other people bidding on it, all these different things you want to go through and understand. It's your job to take care of all that on this front end here. Before we end up here, where we close the sale, you're doing a lot of work here to qualify your customers. And then once they're in here and they have a proposal, now you're following up. But you've probably lost, why this is going down is because you've lost a significant amount of people right here. See? This is kind of sloppy, but I hope you're following me here. Here, that's why it's starting to narrow down. So now you've lost some people. They said no, whatever. Now you're in the follow-up stage. So now that you've followed up, maybe you've got, 12% left here on the bottom. And that's very conservative. That's really low, actually. I'd hope your closing rate might be around 30. And your closing rate could go up to 100, as long as you're qualifying people better at the top here. Okay, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. So I'm going to end this now, and I hope this concept's helping you, because this is where you're going to pack. Sometimes you call it pack the pipe or fill your funnel. And I think all problems in a business can be solved with a big, fat, juicy funnel. You got to fill this thing up with clients. You got to follow up. And when you do that, okay, you're going to lose some here, but here is the sweet spot. Here is your closing rate, your closing rate, okay? And at the very bottom are your clients, the ones that have finally gone all the way down the funnel. And at the very bottom, you have your clients. And then comes the next step. It's hard to get them. It's even harder to keep them. So we'll definitely talk about that another day on the show. But thanks again for joining me. Today was Sales Funnel. I hope some of these ideas helped you. I'm sure I'll get better at this podcast thing. And, I'm just kind of sharing, like, in my experience, what's helped me the most. And I don't want to waste anyone's time here. So I would say implement this funnel into your thought process. This is kind of like, imagine it like, okay, if I call 100 people today and I follow up 50, I might close 5. And then, you can kind of reverse engineer how much you're making. And following and tracking your numbers has a lot to do with your funnel. And, again, I hope this did help you. Next Monday. And I might actually do more than just Monday. So I might just come on and do a podcast sometimes. But I definitely want to have a set day that I do one. And I really wasn't too much in the mood to do it today, but you know what? I've got to stay consistent with this. That's so important. You understand, like in business, stay consistent with your follow-up. Well, I'm staying consistent with this podcast. So thanks again for joining me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday, if not sooner. Make sure to follow the Instagram too, because I do post some videos on there too, and some different things that inspire me and kind of uplift me, and easy for me to say. And I am working on a website too, kind of just a landing pad, even if it's just one splash page where I'm going to have, I'm going to figure out a way to sort of monetize this, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I hope you had a great, I hope you do have a great day, and I hope this did help We'll see you next time on the Can Win Sales